Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and a charge for a little dirt action here this Monday night. Lunatic Designs giving you all the action here for the countdown to green. We're going to be USA International Speedway here tonight for every single dirt fan out there. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody knocking it out of the park. We are live for the Chop Chop Racing Dirt Series presented by Adrenaline Spikes and Design. It's going to be an absolute blast. It's going to be a ton of fun. Huge momentum, huge race, huge times. It's going to be a ton of fun. How about we get to it? Starting grid for heat race number 1 is going to look as such. We're going to see Premier Racing Designs giving us all the action. Robbie Milburn, Michael Strickler going to get the front row. Robbie Milburn getting the Daytune Sports pole sitter. Alonso King, Mark Retchen's going to be there, row number 2. Connor Hazel, Robert Church in row number 3. Nick Klosterman, Brock Duty going to make up row number 4, heat race number 1. It's going to be a ton of fun. Race information for today's is going to be week 5 here for USA International Speedway. Just over a half-mile lengthened track. It's going to be a ton of fun. It is an amazing racetrack. It's going to be an amazing time. And we're going to see it 72 degrees on the track temperature, 76 degrees on the air temperature, 77% humidity, cloudy skies. We are running the super late models, not the 410 sprints. Let me get that corrected for everybody. 10-lap heats and a 10-lap B main. We're going to see the 50-lap feature And it's going to be a ton of fun. I one faster pair for the drivers to be able to use. It's going to be an absolute blast. So we're ready to go. Hopefully you're all ready to go. How about to do music out there for us as all the drivers look to have a great time. It is going to be Robbie Milburn as your Stay Tuned Sports Pole Sitter. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Also, if you're going to be a part of the Premier Racing family, make sure you go to PRSSetups.com. Use promo code SHOP15. That's ShopShop15. You're going to be able to get yourself a 15% discount on the a la carte menu items. Van Nat's giving us a like. Mike Bueller, thank you very much for the like out there. Chris Schusler gave us a follow on Twitch. We appreciate everybody doing just that. Thank you to Budgie for being out there. And, every week, every Monday, we get Penguin in here. Penguin is probably eating his dinner, but he's going to be there. He's going to be in chat, so you're going to hear his voice from time to time. We appreciate him very much. All right, it's an open setup league. 2 heats tonight. We're going to have the B main. We're going to be rolling. All right. The 80, 14, 88, 24, 27, 5, 26, 9. Ready to go. Pace truck will dive in out of 3. That's where pit road entrance is. And then we're going to be ready to go. That's for darn sure. Let's go racing, says Dove out there. Much love to you, sir. We do have some driver cams tonight. One of those will be Brad Dove, Alonso King on the mix tonight. Ready to go as well. All right, drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. VR is ready to go. And I'm thrilled to go. We're green. Ooh, baby, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Here we are. Green flag for heat race number 1. And a lot of opportunity. We're going to make sure that, we do have our things clipping there. We're going to make sure SDK gets refreshed every time it needs to. We appreciate SDK for trying to figure out their issues as well. 10 lap heats, 9 to go. It'll be, we'll see that back straightaway getting very busy. A whole lot happening here. Let's go, says Budgie Bird. No burn. Right now, half-second lead over Michael Strickland. Alonso King's going to be in 3rd. Top 4 carry over into the feature. The rest of them are going to go into the Consi to dictate their pace. How about a 20:42 for the 88? Fastest lap of the circuit so far. Trying to track down Robbie Milburn. A little bit extra grip on the racetrack tonight. They're going to be right there in that middle lane, down on the bottom side. We'll see this track heat up and burn off pretty quickly in this race. It's going to be a huge momentum. Robbie Milburn, Michael Strickland, Alonso King, Connor Hazel rolling. Momentum killing nobody right now. Connor Hazel straight into the best part of this racetrack. You're going to see him all the way down to the bottom side. It's one of the best ways to get around the bottom side of the one is being able to get down and touch that grass and utilize that grass to turn into the corner. Way up on the race line, you're going to see Connor Hazel running that second lane. Momentum is everything. 5 laps to go. Again, biggest portion of this racetrack is just trying to figure out where the long haul is going to be. We're going to see a lot of race pace going right there. Milburn, Strickland 1-2. As right now, Alonso King in tow behind the 88. Holy cow. What a good race so far. Race number 1, really putting in the energy. One of the big sponsors of this series, Hoosier Tire. If you're not out there using a Hoosier Tire on the racetrack, you're sadly mistaken. One of the best in the industry, one of the best in the business. Caution comes out for the first time, as we'll see Church have an issue. As I was saying, Hoosier Tire, it's going to be the best in the business. You're going to make sure that you're going to go to HoosierTire.com and get yourself a set today for your dirt car. Here's what it looks like. Churchy getting into the corner. Oh, it's Connor up on the high side. Jaden Sheehan. What's up, Jaden? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you out there in the race. Good to see you getting out there running. And to stop. Church is having some issues with his wheel. So unfortunate circumstances for him having to jump to pit road. But the caution will come out. Again, iRacing giving you all the action tonight. What a good race it's been. Audio should be fixed. I know last week we had an audio issue where the sound being shown on the stream last week was an issue. This week, not so much. I got to turn off drivers here real quick, folks. We're going to go into the options. We're going to go back because I don't have a wheel hooked up. Yeah, we're going to exit the wizard, turn sound. We're going to disable the drivers here so that way I don't have to hear what's going on behind the scenes. Penguin is your race controller tonight. He is the guy behind the scenes, making sure these fine folks do what they got to do and have their energy. I was their backup, and I'm fine with not being the backup here because Penguin does a great job. You know, just in case. We love
your fault.
No, we like Penguin. No, whose fault is it?
It's all your fault.
Yeah, okay.
I made it. It's all your fault. You cleared the traffic and made the C's part, and I made it home on time.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what we needed to do. We're making sure it's all good. Thank you to all the new followers on TikTok as well. If you haven't joined us on TikTok, it's tiktok.com/@Signature Esports. Or look up Signature Esports in there. You're going to see, I think my latest video was the 4th of July video. I haven't posted a lot of TikToks here lately. We haven't gone live on TikTok in a hot minute. Maybe a possibility of doing something like that. If you haven't tuned in as well, first and foremost, I want to make sure we thank our channel alumni. Our channel alumni, absolutely amazing, and to everybody that helps put things together to help us continue to grow. I believe Penguin's on there. I believe that's something that we made sure to give some adage to as well. Also, I'm going to post it up here as well. We got a Super Speedway tourney coming up. It is going to be a Talladega Super Speedway tournament on August 17th and 18th. That is to benefit the missus and all her medical bills. We're going to be taking care of that. We're back at it. We're green. 80 into the corner. Alonso King second. Michael Strickland right behind in tow. 27 Connor Hazel, Mark Retchen. Big slide to the inside. Top Nation on the inside. Connor up to the wall. 27 goes to fourth as the battle goes back to Connor Hazel, who started fifth, is back where he started. He's going to run the bottom side. Here comes Nick Klosterman to the inside as well. There's your Klosterman engraving driver. If you haven't checked out Klosterman engraving, there's going to be a link in the description. Big slider happening for the 26. Up into the wall. 24 side by side. Right rear cooking here as we're going to be 2 laps to go. Robbie Milburn in control of the lead. Alonso King to second. And now the battle goes. White flag waves, final lap in heat race number 2. Strickland in tow of the 80 to the inside. Big throttle onto the bottom portion here. Down the back straightaway they go. Robbie Milburn looking to third. Is looking to turn 3. He's going to be very clear here. Strickland clears Alonso King for second. Robbie Milburn will win heat race number 1. Strickland second, Alonso King third. Good battle between those two drivers. And Connor Hazel will round out the top 4. They will move on to the feature. Hold on to your butt. Yeah. All right. Starting grid for heat race number 2. Week 5 here at USA International. Jaden Sheehan's going to be your Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter for heat race number 2. Falcon Smith, Nathan Wimhoff, Keegan Brown, Wesley Strait, and Gary Mansberger are going to make up your front rows. Brad Dove, tailor to the field. We're going to see Brad Dove get out there and put some times in. Hello to everybody. Hello to Dove. Hello to all the fine folks out there. What a good race that was. It was a good one. Jade Sheehan, much love to Jade. Much love to all the fine folks out there doing themselves some great things. Budgie says hello to Penguin. Hello to the Crazy Trucker Outlaw. Folks, if you haven't done so, again, make sure that you give us the support, love. Make sure you reach up at that like. I need to make sure iRacing is the tag game on Facebook real quick, so let me do that because, oops, my bad. Also, use that Budgie emote. We want to make sure that we continue to press what Budgie has got going on. We made sure to give Budgie an emote in our chat. We love it. We appreciate it. We thank everybody that is out there. Jade Sheehan giving us a share out there as well. Thank you very much to everybody. We appreciate Facebook, Twitch, YouTube being absolutely killer. Thank you to everybody out there on every platform. Again, if you have not gotten out there and you have not given us a like, well, oh, shame on you. Shame on you. You should give us a like. Well, you don't have to, but you know. Jade Sheehan, Falcon Smith, Keegan Brown, Nathan Wimhoff. Man. Missing a logo. One of the logos is not showing up. Here's Hoosier. Klosterman's logo. All right. Pace truck will dive off out of 3 next time by. This will be What a Green here at USA International. This is a ton of fun to watch. Keegan Brown back here in a 5.55. Nathan Wimhoff on the inside. Opportunity knocking for every one of these drivers, and we can't thank them enough. And again, appreciate the drivers for being here at USA International Speedway. Again, thank you to the Premier Racing Setup Shop for being a part of. There's Klosterman agreement. He's fine. It's fine. It's fine. How about going forward, Brad Dove, from the back of the field? We appreciate what he is doing. We get ready to go green flag racing. What do you have for dinner, Penguin?
Chick-fil-A.
Ah,
as Booty would say.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Nice.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Booty says Chick-fil-A.
Green flag, we're ready. Gotta fix SDK again. Hey. Momentum inside 25, 86 to the outside, 89 rolling. Jaden Sheehan with a good grip on the bottom side of 3 and 4 down to the front straightaway they go. Corner busy. Let's go, says Budgie Bird. Here's Nathan Wimhoff out there in second. Keegan Brown's going to be up 1. Falcon Smith at the 08. Transferring down to the bottom side of the racetrack into 1 and 2. Now to the 3 and 4. Good flyways rib as the Kryptonite 08 rolls. A little 8-ball action here. Keegan Brown, a little blink there. I did see that happen. 2079, fastest lap of the circuit so far as Nathan Wimhoff tries to close in on Sheehan as that Matt Julius C speed shop. Number 80 or 805 rolling. I say 80, 805 on the quarter of that car. Warrior wraps, so hold on to it. Nathan Wimhoff in second. Keegan Brown, Gary Mansberger is going to be in that 4th spot. Again, Falcon Smith in tow. Still trying to close in. Wesley Straight holding on. Let's get a little right front damage. Brad Dove working on his pace as well. Jake Sheehan on the bottom side. 7 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Oh, no. Big momentum. In second. Folks, if you are out there and you've been experiencing any kind of trouble with Charter today, just know that they had some big outages. I want to make sure everybody knows that. Be good with it. All right. Out of the corner, 48 to the inside. Battle for the lead within a tenth. 48 to the outside. Bumper to bumper here as they go nose to tail out of the corner. 805 out. 48 into the corner. Jaden Sheehan. CFM Esports giving some love. As right now, we'll see Nathan Wimhoff in second. The Mac Tools 48, 555 of Keegan Brown in tow as well. Top 3 all without a blanket. Gary Mansberger holding on to that transfer spot in 4th. Falcon Smith just on the outside. Going to work, 86, a little free on the outside lane. Big momentum for the drivers. 08 to the outside. Utilizing the higher lane, trying to get a little grip. Big run off the corner. Big momentum as there were 3 laps to go. Jaden Sheehan out of 4 will make it 2 to go this time by. Sheehan, Wimhoff, Brown, your top 3. Mansberger with 2 to go. Fighting for the transfer spot. 08 up on the high side. 86 down by the grass. Little extra slideways out of the corner. 08 with a run. Jaden Sheehan out of 4. We'll come around and take the white flag. White flag Williams final lap in heat race number 2. Nathan Wimhoff's going to be in second. Hits the corner. Came across the grass a little bit too much. 555 up the race line. Mansberger on outpace Falcon Smith for that final spot. Back straightaway rolling. Checkered flag's going to wave. And Sheehan's going to win his first heat race here in the Chop Shop Racing Dirt Series. If you haven't been a part of this Chop Shop Racing Dirt Series, well, I encourage you to be a part of it. Go to chopshopracing.net. It's an open setup league. Sheehan, Wimhoff, Brown, Mansberger going to transfer. Falcon Smith, Wesley Straight, Brad Dove are going to be the next drivers that you're going to see. Much love to all the drivers and everything they have going on. It was a good solid heat right there. Yeah. All right. The sun came out a little bit there because those clouds are less. There's a lot less clouds there. How about your starting grid for your B main here? Mark Retchin's going to be your pole sitter here. Falcon Smith, your outside pole sitter. Nick Klosterman, Wesley Strait are going to make up row number 2. Brock Duty, Brad Dove, Robert Church, the tail end of the field there. Say, get ready to have, they're going to duke them out. That's what's going to happen. They're going to duke it out. Yeah. USA International Dirt Track. We appreciate Chop Shop for having a dirt series. Next week, 410 Sprints are going to be back once again. And real quick, I'll tell you where they're going to be at because, that's part of that conversation that we're having. The schedule for what we're having. Schedule, there it is. USA this week, Knoxville next week, and then we have a crown jewel race for the Lucas Oil Show Me 100 that's going to be coming up here in 2 weeks, which I'm pretty thrilled about. We love seeing that stuff. Retchen, Falcon Smith, Nick Klosterman, Wesley Strait, all these drivers looking to improve their racecraft. We thank all the drivers who have put out the driver cams. We thank them very much. Again, thank you to everybody out there watching across the platforms. Thank you to everybody who is giving you pretty much everything that we see. So it's just kind of the way things go. So, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, Mark Retchen, my Jefferson City friend. He is going to be ready to go. And then we've got a lot of people here in the Midwest. Penguin's one of them. We'll call it the Midwest.
You like it a lot. You forgot the at the end of that.
No, we can't. I can't do the Not gonna. I like it a lot. It's good. It's good enough for me. All right, Budgie, can you hear the cars? I guess that's the big question. Make sure you let me know if you can't hear the cars. That's important. Important to me. Regin, Smith, Klosterman, Strait, Duty, Dove, Church. All very wholesome names. All ready to go. Pace truck will a little head of steam. We'll leave pit road. We'll leave to pit road. I guess I say turn 3. He's going to be out of 4. That's where you're going to see him. I'll head into pit road right about now. And then we'll be green. Well, baby, they're loose. They're free to touch the field of cotton. That was not a Haynes commercial for you there. Good to hear. Thank you, Budgie. Appreciate you.
I'm actually surprised that stayed green.
Me too. Oh, baby. Dove, super sideways out of the corner. Wesley Strait in tow. The 08. Seeing Brad Dove with a little extra oomph down to the bottom side. Klosterman to second. Brad Dove, super sideways out of the corner. Had a good start there in the middle part of that race, and now all the way down to the bottom. See the Dove Farms LLC driver working. Mark Retchen with a head of steam. Great smoke in the field right now as oh man, Dove slideways, smacks the wall. Oh, now his caution is going to come out. Holy cow, Brad Dove that watched me whip and watched me nay-nay. Boy. Rock Duty, nowhere to go. Back up here. He's carrying a lot of speed in that car. Hold on. Hey. At the bottom, super sideways, checked up. Had to get back on the throttle. Wesley Strait is there. He is still sideways into the corner. Oh, the 08 gave him a little bump there. It was more so on that. Wait. Here's what happened to get the green flag. Oop. Oh, Wesley put into the 26 there a little bit on the start of that one. Sometimes you just have to. Ooh. Tell you what, Brad Dove, crab walking. Oh. Come on, Dove. You can make it. You can make it, sir. You got this. Master Pier. Bloop. All right. Mark Retchen ready to go. Falcon Smith still on the lead lap here. Could be closing back in. Brad Dove. Again, caution laps do not count here tonight. And so Dov with a brand new car is it's like he's on the Price is Right now. Brand new car. 3 laps in. Again, 10th lap B main here. So we're going to see the Consti go to work. Oh, something happened. Hey, gift sub. Thank you, Budgie. Appreciate you very much. Much love. W for Budgie out there to Brad Dove, the trucking crazy outlaw. He's going to be your, he's going to be the guy that is a recipient. So, Brad Dove, welcome back to the Warrior Nation. I appreciate you. I don't know what else to call you guys. Really don't. Really don't. Call you Warriors. That's what we got. Hello, Budgie, says the wife. There she is. There's the Dilligaff, the ballistic one. The missus. All right, Pace Truck's going to be in. Restart zone coming up. Good morning to the Chop Nation out there. Appreciate you very much. Mark Wretched in tow. Here's your static cams for today. 7 laps to go to the B main here at USA International Speedway. 89 of Wesley Strait battling for second next to the 26 on the outside. Momentum is everything. Washington trying to hold that second spot. Big bumps up the corner. Those right rears are digging some ruts here. Wesley Strait makes it happen. Mark Wretched, 21.62, fastest lap of the B main so far. Washington trying to hold on to that second spot. These cars are bouncing all over the place, and we're supposed to not pay attention to Church. So Church is in fourth. That's all we're saying. Brad Dove still trying to get that car rolling. He's got some left front damage. That restart not working for him. How about it? 24 rolling. Wesley Strait in second. Klosterman's going to be in third. Church is going to be in fourth. Falcon Smith behind. Big battle here for every one of these drivers. Momentum is everything. Wrong button. That button. Woohoo! Under the throttle, big turn to the corner. 5 onto the back bumper of the 26. Wretched, 21.40 last time by. 21.54 as they roll around the corner here. 08, still trying to hook up on the grass as this track is starting to spread out. Church on the bottom side of, I cannot not talk about him. Church doing great things here. Mr. Swope, thank you for liking the stream, sir. I appreciate you. Matt, hey, I got a race coming up. So you guys are all super speedway fans. We got a super speedway tournament coming up to share out to you. It's on our Facebook page, pinned at the top if you want to check that out, what we've got going on. It's for the misses. 2 laps to go to be won this time by as Mark Wretched takes the white flag. Wesley Strait in second. Big battle back here with Klosterman and Church. Falcon Smith has a good long run race pace. We'll see if that 50 laps are going to work out for him. Back straightaway working. Mark Wretched beaming with confidence. A good car tonight. And is going to win the B main. Wretched, Wesley Strait, Klosterman, Falcon Smith, Church, Dove, Rock Duty. 2 laps down, but out there still running. What a good run that was. Good job. Good job. Good job. What is that from? I can't remember where that's from. I don't know. All right, they got a warm up coming up.
You're asking the wrong guy.
I know. It's a show. Warm up's coming up, folks. We're gonna let them have at it. Much love to everybody. If you haven't gotten yourself out there to like the stream, now's the chance to do it. And we're gonna take a break. Right back. starting grid coming up here for the wonderful, wonderful feature that we have going on. It's going to look as such. Presented by Premier Racing Setups, your Stay Tuned Sports. Pole sitter's going to be Robbie Milburn, and then Jaden Sheehan's going to be on the outside. Starting here in row number 2 is going to be Michael Strickland, Nathan Wimhoff, and then Alonzo King, Keegan Brown, Connor Hazel, Gary Mansberger, Mark Retchen, Wesley Strait, Nick Klosterman, Falcon Smith, bringing up the final rows, up through row 6. Robert Church, Brad Dove, Brock Duty are going to be up there as well as the 15 drivers looking to make this one fun. It's going to be interesting. Thank you to everybody tuning in out there. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to all the fine folks out there as well. Much love to the fantastic racers that we have seen on the racetrack. Tomorrow night, Chop Shop back in action for their newest season of their truck series, presented by Speedy Trophies. They're going to be ready to rock and roll. And I tell you what, tomorrow night's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to be running Daytona super speedways all week this week. We got a Daytona Tuesday. We got Daytona Wednesday. We have Bristol on Thursday with the Signature Esports Xfinity Series. And then on Friday, we've got Talladega. So we got super speedways all week long. And it's going to be an absolute blast. It's going to be an absolute fantastic time. And we can appreciate it. Let's go, Church, says the little gaff, the lovely out there, the missus. And yeah, it's all good things. How about it? Cheer on your drivers. Cheer on your favorites. I'm rooting for Dove. Root for Alonso as well. Alonzo King back of the mix. Good to see Alonzo out there. And we appreciate all the drivers doing exactly what they can here at USA International Speedway. The feature coming up. Some of the best of the field. Strength of field is massive. It is 2.4K. If you got to take me out of that, so it'd be a little bit higher. I had to DQ myself. Was here to help. It's here to help. I like helping. That's what we do. That's everything we do. 80, 48, 88, 50, 555. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Green flag here for the 50-lap feature. Turn 1 busy. Static cams coming up. A lot of drivers. I love the physics of the dirt racing here. Seeing all the dirt marbles smack the wall. Man, they just bounce off. I think we're doing something right. Here we go. 86 of Gary Mansberger sitting right here. Robbie Milburn, Nathan Wimhoff. Wimhoff battling for second here, now battling for the lead. Wheel hops over the berm, 88 to the back bumper, 88 way up the race line here now as the 555. Have a little bit of connection issue there for Keegan Brown, but we appreciate it very much. Aiken, very much, thank you very much for the like out there. I appreciate you from across the big pond. Thank you so much. Striker, fastest lap of the circuit, 22:08. And I believe Penguin was responsible for that one. Not totally kidding. Here's what happened.
Yep, all my fault. I'll take it.
Church, that wheel causing him some issues here. Oh, it's sideways there. He jumps to pit road. Live. Nathan Wimhoff is going to be your race leader. Milburn's going to be in second. Stryker in third. Keegan Brown. Have a little bit of connection issue there. Mark Retchen is going to be up 4. Now, Mark has figured something out. Because that thing is massive.
You know, the reason that Jaden and Alonzo went to the back is they are doing the EOL job.
Sweet. I like the OL challenge. Jaden Sheehan with opportunity. Alonzo King with an opportunity as well. few extra points, a little extra money. You know. USA International, great racetrack. Hi, Penguin, says the Dilgaff.
Hello.
Let's go, Bungee Bird out there. Thank you to all the chats. Make sure you want to hear all the chats. I want to hear what everybody's doing out there. Much love to you. I didn't realize how low my dirt I rating is. I need to get out there and run some dirt races. I don't want to talk about it either.
Mine's the same way.
Oh, I do need to get out this week and run some officials, trying to improve what I'm doing here. You know, I like getting out there and figuring out a few things. One of those things is figuring out whether or not I have the skill to continue to compete with some of these drivers, and not only that, but it helps me improve the knowledge of what's going on in the in this circuit, and not just in the circuit, but in iRacing in general. All right, drivers are ready to go. Inside lane's going to look pretty good. Pace truck's going to dive off. We're going to go green flag racing. Good jump for the 48. 80 in tow. Robbie Milburn rolling. Hold on to your butt. Robbie Milburn down to the bottom side. Wim Hof. Big set out of the corner. 555 back here in fourth. Connor Hazel has a little bit of extra happen there for the 27. He rolls Justin Brown out this week. He had some family plans from what I understand. 24 there to the inside. Mark Retchen rolling. Wim Hof, 2187. Little clean air, doing himself some justice here as he runs the fastest lap of the circuit. Mark Retchen slides Keegan Brown. Brown on the bottom side. 24 to the outside, trying to catch up to the top three. How about Mark Retchen? Full set and hellbound. Oh, baby. We got some disappearing, reappearing action happening on the racetrack. Connor Hazel in the 27. Wesley straight back here as well. Up three for the driver, Alonso King. Trying to press forward. Jaden Sheehan right behind. Churchy had another issue and had jumped to pit road. Did not bring out a caution this time. 6 of 50. This track is going to wear out. Not only is it going to wear out, but we're going to see who's saving tires here and who's pushing a little early. 555 to the bottom side. Connor Hazel to the outside. 27 pushing nice and easy. Do you think these cars are? Oh, Gary Mansberger having an issue. Caution coming out. Mansberger slideways around the racetrack, facing the opposite direction. Hold on. Oh, baby. Oh, corner. Oh no. Oh, no. Hold on to that thingamajigger. That was, it had the 80 on there, but I think that was Alonso. He's got the 14 on the paint scheme. He's got the 80 on that right there. So Alonso King will get the EOL here. Was there. But, you know, contact happens. Big oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I like the dirt racing. I like it. Oh, man. How about Mark Ratchet? My Jefferson City friend. How about my guy right here? Adrenaline Signs and Wraps Dirt Series. Again, thank you to all the fine folks over at the Adrenaline Signs and Wraps team for being on point with this series. Again, much love to the fam of Connor Hazel. Connor Hazel has been doing a great job of bringing light to small businesses. And if you haven't checked out Connor's repertoire, that guy does a great job of basically finding ways to commit to some of the best things that you're going to see right now. It's a ton of fun. I wanted to give a big special thank you to all of our sponsors out there as well. Chop Chop Racing, of course, being one of those. And then, of course, we want to thank Beef Jerky Unlimited for being our driver cam sponsor. And, of course, we want to thank Dark Horizon Fishing, spicy out there. We love that guy. Absolutely amazing. Thank you to, of course, Lunatic Designs and all the fine folks. That's Keegan Brown. If you need a design, we were to make sure that we continue to have that link posted within the chat as well. That guy does a great job of hero cards, paint schemes, whatever you want to call it. And then we're green. How about it? 3 wide. 88 to the outside. There's Milburn. Striker full set on the outside. 24 rolling. There's Connor Hazel there as well. Jaden Sheehan. Down the back straightaway. He's going to have the 89 of Wesley straight to the inside. Hold on to it, Jaden. Oh, no. Connor upside down, inside out. Holy cow. He went for a ride. Corner exit. Right here. Oh, went to get into the corner. And that car went for a ride. And did it flip back over? It did not flip back over. Or Connor. The wall bit him. Not the greatest thing you want to see here. Let's see. For Connor Hazel, here you go. Oh, yep. Oh, into the corner, upside down on the lid of that car. One more time. Whoop. This is what it out of the corner on board Connor Hazel here. Let out of the gas a little bit. The tail started getting squirrely on him. And the wall did the rest. That wasn't his fault. Blame the wall. Klosterman coming to pit road. Connor Hazel's on pit road as well. Kirchy getting some things figured out. Church, saw you out there in chat. Steering wheel's junk. You lost 600 rating this week. You think you'd learn to quit racing until you get your new pedals? Not happy. Man, oh man. Like and share. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Let's go wrenching and Striker. Much love to you, Mr. Church. Yeah, well, you got a fan of Jess out there. So Jess is doing her thing. Again, want to make sure we thank one more time all of our sponsors and affiliates. And, of course, if you haven't done so, make sure you get out there. You join that right there August 17th and 18th. Talladega Super Speedway Tournament. It's going to be in the trucks. Unlimited entries. Drivers are going to run 4 races on then the top 32 in points for all of that over the course of Saturday and Sunday morning. We're gonna take those top 32. They're gonna race for the final prize. It's gonna be a payout to the top 5, 40, 25, 20, 10, and 5%. I believe is it's somewhere around there. That's what we're doing as far as the payouts go. We're gonna have 1 fast repair. It's gonna benefit the missus medical bills out there. It's It's a $10 donation to enter the race. And then $5 goes directly to the driver's pot. You can join our Discord by !Discord and be able to take care of that. Thank you very much to everybody who's already joined. Green flag. Wim Hof. Milburn. Striker to the bottom side. Retchen. Big momentum on the inside for Mark Retchen. Slideways into the corner. Slideways in the corner exit. Let me make that clear. Wim Hof, Milburn, side-by-side racing here is now Jaden Sheehan, Keegan Brown trying to keep the connection lively here for all those drivers. 24 in tow, 555 there in the bottom. Trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack. Striker to the outside of Milburn. Michael Strickland trying to go to the front. 10 of 50. Tires are everything on this racetrack, and right now, this racetrack is starting to show up, and that line is moving up the racetrack right now. The bottom side not hooked up just yet. 48 to the bottom side, 88 out of the throttle, trying to make sure he stays out of the back left quarter panel of Nathan Wim Hof. Wim Hof leads here. Caution comes out again. Duty involved. Klosterman involved. Whoa, something broke. Oh, hold on to it, Brock. Oh. Trying to get rolling. Oh yeah, it spun him up into the wall. Yeah, something broke in that car. Here's what happened. Klosterman right here. Turn 1. Make sure it wasn't Klosterman. Oh, Klosterman up over the wall, backwards. That's what brought out the caution. Okay. All right. Wim Hof, your race leader. Milburn, Strickland, Keegan Brown. Stryker. I don't know if he was out front of Robbie Milburn there. Well, I tell you what, this track is not doing anybody any justice. Yep. La, la, la. Klosterman on pit road, getting some of the car worked on. Brock Duty at the toe. Robert Church. A good-looking paint scheme, though. Mission 22, Chris Kyle Foundation. What did you do? You're good. Thank you for the Discord. I appreciate you. Make sure that you get out there and join it. She doesn't appreciate it. Just to let. No, you're not letting her down. You're not letting her down. She's a good woman. Good woman. Stryker on his last lap ran his fastest lap, 22 seconds flat. We'll see Nathan Wimhoff as your race leader. Strickland will be there on the outside. Robbie Milburn will be on the inside. Mark Retchin, fast car here, trying to work forward as well. Jaden Sheehan, Keegan Brown making up that third row on the restart. Wesley Strait, Gary Mansberger ready to go. Mansberger with some heavy right side damage, but that car's still flinging into the dirt, so you'd like to see it. 48, 88, 24 on the outside, 80 on the inside. Robbie Milburn. We're all ready to go. Thank you to all the sponsors and affiliates. Klosterman Engraving giving you the custom engraved wood signs. We appreciate them. Green flag. Back at it again. Nathan Wimhoff. Stryker in tow. Up on the high side. Wimhoff out for a moment. 88 of Strickland. A 10th. Outside lane working. There's in the right rear quarter panel. Oh, no. Caution's going to come out here. Mark Ratchin wrapped around. Into the corner. 24. Oh, the wall did it. I tell you what, that opening on the back straightaway is dangerous. Let me back up here just a little bit. Mark Retchin having a great race. This is the opening onto the back straightaway. And if you watch right about here, drivers try to set themselves up for this corner. And sometimes when you get a wall tap right there on the edge, it sends you right into that opening. And then bam. And then the physics of this track just absolutely blistering here. Mark will have to try to get himself to pit road. Look at the physics on that racetrack. All of that debris. So, man. Mark Retchin would come to pit road, get that thing figured out. Duty back out there as well. It's like Brad Dove is going to be at the tail end of the field. Mark Retchin trying to get himself to pit road here. And that thing just will not turn for him. He got all the way to that point. If he can get to pit road, he's good. Ugh. Run that thing down. Come on, Mark. And caution laps did not count, but hopefully he didn't go a lap down to any of the drivers here. Mark has a fast car. If he can back up and get that fast repair triggered here. There he is. All right. Nick Klosterman. Looks to be ahead of the 48 here. I didn't see what happened outside of that when the caution came out. So Klosterman inside here. Michael Strickland's going to be in third on the inside lane. Nathan Wimhoff there as well. Pace trucks in. Green flag. Fifth caution of the race. Klosterman out front. Wimhoff Up on the high side, Strickler trying to take over second. Strickland down on the bottom side. Corner exit to the 48. 48 might try to slide the corner here. Might go to the outside. 48 to the bottom side. Michael Strickland all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Strickland trying to lead a lap. Wim Hof on the outside. Trying to make it happen. 88 to the bottom across the berm. 88, 48, bottom side. The bottom of that racetrack still has a little bit of grip, and you're seeing it happen here for the 88. Strickland clears Klosterman, Brock Duty, Mark Retchen having an issue. Both drivers to pit road. Michael Strickland, Nick Klosterman, Nathan Wim Hof. All the way to the bottom side. Jaden Sheehan working his way forward as well. Strickland rolling, 48 in second. Nick Klosterman's going to be in third. Here comes Sheehan, 15 laps in. Strickland rolling again. We talk about the quick cautions in succession here. This track is a very dangerous racetrack, but it can be a ton of fun. 26 clears the 805. 80 of Robbie Milburn back to fifth. Alonzo King's going to be in sixth here. From the back to the front, these drivers try to make it happen. Keegan Brown off one from the start of the race. It's good to go now. Falcon Smith up four. Biggest move of the race is Nick Klosterman as Klosterman rolls that middle outside lane. 48 of Nathan Wim Hof trying to clear Michael Strickland as they continue to push. Strickland down to the bottom side. Strickland up second lane. 48 still wrap on the bottom side of the racetrack. 88, natural race line so far. Racetrack starting to come to the drivers as they work. Alonzo King having battles back here as well. Alonzo goes to work. We're going board. This car's trying to bottom out in the racing surface. Jaden Sheehan just ahead of Alonzo King. Check in with the Dove Man. He is behind Mark Retchen, who's got a lap. Klosterman is in the wall there. As both drivers go to work. Klosterman coming to pit road. Michael Strickland in a dead heat battle with Nathan Wim Hof. Jaden Sheehan's going to be in third. And here comes Alonzo King. A lot of bumps happening here on this racing surface. And Strickland, 22.15 the last time by. Having a Seafoam 88. Who's your tire? He's on a controller. End of the quarter they go. Here's your TV4 cam. One of my favorite cams on this racing surface. One of those cameras that just reminds me of what you see on your local dirt news, local dirt track. 0.3 of a second difference here between the 88 and the 48. Jaden Sheehan off one from the start of the race. Again, taking the back to the front challenge. Alonzo King up one, started fifth, trying to do just that as well. The Strickland, 0.4 of a second difference here as Nathan Wim Hof tries to close in. Robbie Milburn back to sixth. Keegan Brown back here as well. Here comes Falcon Smith up four. Brad Dove is up four. Mansberger, the next driver he's trying to close into. Connor Hazel having a better night. He is off four, but don't cut him out just yet. Adrenaline signs and wraps. Going to be 24 laps into this one. It'll be 25 laps to go next time by as they continue to push. All right, completing lap 24 to be 25. Complete lap 25 this next time by as Wim Hof still works the bottom side of the racetrack. Again, the biggest thing about the late run with this one, they get a green flag run. 50 laps is a lot of laps to put on these tires. They do wear out. Alonzo King in fourth. Wesley Strait in fifth, up five. That is your biggest mover of the race right now. Wesley Strait finding his groove. Falcon Smith at four. Stryker, 0.7 of a second in the feature. 25 laps to go. Thank you to Admin Box. Thank you to Bottle Status. Thank you to B&B Music. Thank you to, of course, all the fine folks out there that help Chop Shop grow. Make sure you check out adminbox.com with 2 X's. And go give them some love. Track Racer. Redefine your gaming with the Track Racer setup as well. Use Chop Shop as your promo code. You should save some money. As the 88 still tries to hold off Nathaniel Wimhoff here in the 48. Utilizing the bottom side of the racetrack. Jaden Sheehan in third. Alonso King's going to be in fourth. Wesley straight inside the top 5. Trying to close back in. Robbie Milburn save a little bit of extra tire here. A little dirt on the nose. Never hurt anybody. As all the drivers drop into the bottom side of the racetrack. Keegan Brown right behind him. Falcon Smith just ahead on board. Falcon Smith. Gary Mansberger just behind. Falcon sending the corner here. Connor Hazel having an issue. No. Caution will come out for that driver. As we'll take a look at what happened to Connor. Connor, some left side, some right side damage. To see where he got it from. Oh, right there into the corner. Sent the corner right behind Dove. And then, got out of the gas and broke that right front. Was that a turn? That was into turn 1 and turn 2. You just slowed up and woed up. All right. A little longer racing. I like it. Big height. From the Budgie Bird. Much love to you. We like our dirt racing. We like our dirt racing series. We like all the things that I like everything dirt. Mark Retchin. Still looking for another race line. Here's what he's got going on. Retchin's going to come to pit road. Maybe a little damage figured out. Yeah. Going to be a couple of laps down, I do believe. Maybe a lap down. Maybe 2 laps down. How about we talk sweet nothings to the iRacing world? How's everybody doing out there? I want to hear you. Michael Strickland is your race leader. We'll have a double file restart here as Wim Hof will be there on the inside. Jaden Sheehan, Alonso King have caught back up as well. There was a good race happening there. Now we've stacked them all back up. The outside lane might go to Strickland here. We'll see. Inside lane. Riker chooses the inside lane. 48 will be there on the outside. 805 will be behind. Alonso King might have the 80 on his paint scheme, but it's going to be the 14 on your relative when we go back to green flag racing. Lots of wiggles. All right, Strickland on the inside, Wim Hof on the outside. Momentum is going to be everything. Thank you to Who's Your Tire. Thank you to Klosterman Engraving Design. Thank you to Adrenaline Signs and Wraps. Of course, and always, thank you to all the sponsors and affiliates of the Chop Shop Racing Series. 88 with a good run here. Corner going to go to Strickland, but Wim Hof will be there to the outside. Turn 1, busy. Up the race line, 88 is going to be near the wall. Wim Hof might have a crossover here. He's going to have it. 805 with Jaden Sheehan there as well. Strickland will have to drop into the corner here and do what he can to get himself back out front. He's got a car to be able to do so, but now he's got a lot of competition around him again. As the restart goes, a lot to be said for all these drivers. Strickland up on the outside, 48. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Wim Hof now with a little bit of clean air. A little blank for Wim Hof. Corner down to the bottom side for Strickland. Out of the throttle. Back into the throttle he goes. '88 sees Jaden Sheehan of the 805 to his inside. 88 rock of the outside lane. 805 try to clear, try to go to the front. There's the 80 of Robbie Milburn. Ooh, to the back bumper. 88 working the outside lane. Jaden Sheehan trying to clear. Side by side once more time. Mark Retchin jumping up pit road. Big bump for the 805 as Strickland tries to work again. Going to clear the outside lane. Strickland has the 80 of Milburn there as well. Who saved enough tire to get through the field? Who saved enough tire to make this 50 laps work? Strickland to the outside. Milburn 3 wide. Corner exit. Sheehan on the bottom. Robbie Milburn trying to utilize the bottom side of the race line. He's trying to clear. Milburn corner exit. It's going to be side by side with the 88. Wim Hof back out. 80 slides the corner. Big slider on the 88. Now here comes the 805. 88 to the bottom side. We'll see turn 1 busy. 80 down. 88 trying to hook up where there is no grip, and the 80 going to have to pull ahead. And now there goes Stryker. Stryker had a great lead there, had a good battle. Clean Air doing Nathaniel Wim Hof some justice here, as Strickland will have to go back to work and try to figure out his race line. Oh, man. 805 sees a piece of the right rear of Strickland here. Jaden Sheehan is fine. Alonso King is going to be in 5th here. 555 and Keegan Brown straightening out that car. Here comes the 89 rolling forward. Strickland to the 805 of Jaden Sheehan. Sim side by side corner exit. 805 might have to pull a slider here. We'll see. Oh, 80 into the wall up there. Sheehan crossover. Good move for the 805. As these two try to work the corner back in again. Stryker has the pace. 805 up near the wall, up into where there needs to be some grip. But I tell you what, sometimes it becomes an issue. Alonso King, Wesley Straight having an issue. Wesley on the bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, baby. And there is no caution here. There's the 8. That was 14 of Alonso King. Something happened to him. Caution will come out. Not quite sure what happened. We'll have to take a look and see. Ooh. 555 and the 14 get into each other there. Oh. Oh. Nowhere for the 89 to go. Wesley had the 08 in front of him. The cars were just slow on the bottom side. So Jaden Sheehan's going to be your race leader here, I think. No, Stryker's going to be there. But Wim Hof was your race leader. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. As far as the relative goes, Keegan Brown to pit road. Brad Dove in as well. Alonso King coming back out. Keegan Brown getting the fast repair. You got to watch your speeding on pit road. This is a tough. These paces are going to be tough for it. Man, oh man. Like the Wiggles. 48, 88, 05, 88, 08, 86. There's a lot of 8s inside the top 5 or 6 drivers. Yep. Hold on to your butt. Oh. Tell you what, this track is starting to show up. It really is. The dirt and the debris and the crowd and the, well, you know, all the cool stuff that happens. Tell you what, Mark had a strong car tonight. But I'm fortunate. These things happen that way. All right, lights are going to be off on the pace track this time by. We're going to be 13 laps to go, I do believe, when it comes to get back to the green flag racing here. This 50 lapper is really showing up. He's hit a handful of cautions, but a whole lot of fun. That's for darn sure. And yeah. We're green. Wim Hof clears Milburn. Sheehan there as well. Stryker back to the outside. Picks up fourth out of the corner. James Sheehan looking to the inside. Looks like he's going to try to pull on right where Strickland is. Sheehan up side by side. 80, 88 on the outside lane. Sheehan holding on to third. Ooh, little tail whip for Stryker there. Not much to be said. 88 to the back bumper. Nathaniel Wim Hof goes back to second. Robbie Milburn to the front. 48 down to the bottom. Jaden Sheehan trying to work his way back around, get himself to the front. The back to the front challenge is on. There's Church down, not Church, Brad Dove on the bottom side of the racetrack, missing the right front. He has got nothing on the right front of that car. 9 laps to go to the feature. Milburn, Sheehan, Wim Hof, Strickland. Strickland holding on to that 4th spot. Nathaniel Wim Hof, Gary Mansberger. Oh, they're backwards here. Mark Retchen. There's a lot going on here. Gary Mansberger tore up from the floor up. Brock Duty there as well. Eight laps to go. As we'll see a 6/10 of a second gap. Jaden Sheehan's going to be there. Dove leaving pit road. Did go ahead and get a tire put on. Jaden Sheehan a second. Robbie Milburn saved enough tire here. 50 laps is a lot of wear on those tires. Those Hoosier tires looking pretty darn good right now for these drivers. And Strickland about to be under fire from Keegan Brown. 88, 555. 88, saving what he can. Keegan Brown to the inside of the 88. Robbie Milburn closing out. 6 laps to go as the 805 goes to work. 48 of Nathan and Wim Hof. Nathaniel in third. Strickland still holding on to fourth. Keegan Brown, Falcon Smith, last drivers on the lead lap. Alonzo King up in the mix. He is going to be 2 laps down, but he is the first driver off the lead lap. Momentum is everything. There's the 9 of Brock Duty ahead of your race leaders. Brock Duty just ahead. The 9 doing the do. Strickland, Keegan Brown side by side. Slider happening. 555 clears the 88. Corner exit for Keegan Brown. Gonna have 4 laps to try to do something with it, but here comes the 08 of Falcon Smith to the inside. And drivers looking to save something. Well, you got to save it to the end. 805 to the bottom. 80 rolling. Robbie Milburn, Jaden Sheehan. 3 to go. There's Mark Retchen just ahead. A little bit of lap traffic. Proving some dissidence here as the 80 and the 24 go side by side. 3 to go in the feature as the 805 drops into the corner. 80 of Robbie Milburn extends to the bottom side. Good clear from the 805. 24 of Mark Retchen getting a couple of spots here. Points are everything as we're 2 laps to go here at USA International. Gary Mansberger trying to get another spot as well. Brad Dove in 8th. Milburn, Sheehan, Wim Hof. Combined total of the iRating of the drivers just under 15K. As we'll see, white flag waves, final lap here. Mansberger to the outside, or to the inside of the 80. Jaden Sheehan trying to whip one more good lap at him, but a full second for Robbie Milburn as they get into 3 and 4. For the final time here at USA International, this track has showed up and delivered. Milburn wins here at USA. Jaden Sheehan will be second. Wim Hof will be third. Keegan Brown, 4th. Falcon Smith, 5th. And Michael Strickland leading some laps earlier will end up 6th. Last driver on the lead lap. Milburn gets the victory, and the race comes down to it. How about them apples? Feature winner for the 80, and has room to celebrate here. This one, I talked about it earlier. This one was going to be all about tire wear, and tonight it showed up. Absolute blast of a race, and some cautions that could have happened there, but didn't. Well, because those things happen. Top three will park it there as we'll see whoever's coming to pit road. We'll talk to your top three as it would stand. What a good race that was. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this series and this race. These cars, they just show up, and for a series and for a league on a Monday night. It's an absolute blast to be able to watch and take advantage of some fun driving and some quality driving for a lot of these drivers. So a good opportunity, good things to present themselves, and a blast to see it. Let's talk to your feature winner, Robbie Milburn. It's going to be your winner here tonight. The West Virginia native gives us a show. Had to save tires. I knew that was going to come down to it. I knew it was going to be a factor. I knew there was going to be a couple of cautions in there, but this one, 50 laps around this big honking track, tires become an issue.
Yes, sir. We knew from the jump we need to save a little bit because for whatever reason this track and Knoxville, it seems like they eat tires way more than most of the other tracks in the game. So I just waited around. My whole goal was to wait till halfway and then go. And we got to like lap 28, I think, and then we got the yellow. I'm like, okay, perfect. I can start pit. Well, my plan was to pick a few people off and save a little bit, but I'm like, oh, I'm here, so I might as well go.
At a certain point, I mean, it becomes go time, and that's one thing that we saw. One of the things that I truly enjoy about USA, first and foremost, it's a beginner-friendly track. I mean, the street stocks run this thing about 6 times a season. So, but at the same time, when you figure it out, you can transpose that to, or transfer that to other vehicles. And this track, with this car, with a lot more horsepower, you can really feel the difference on what's happening with your car.
Yes, sir. And honestly, I'm not all that good at USA. Usually, I'm just okay, but made the move to Warrior Racing and CFM setups, and thing was digging.
Looked like it was fun. I think it was fun. I like this track. I know it's not a favorite amongst a lot of folks, but I do dig this track, and the cars do dig it as well. So I think that's what makes this that much more interesting when it comes to running the circuit that these drivers have, or that the league has. Because every track is dynamic, every track is different, everything's going to wear. And right now, I mean, looking at the track surface, there's still grip on the bottom side. There's a little bit up in that middle portion of the race line, but this is one track that the grass helps.
Yeah. If you're having the car struggle to turn, sometimes you go down there and just hit it just right. It'll grip up and it'll just pull you around the corner. And I think the line late was high 3 and 4, and then low 1 and 2. I think you could have got away with going high in 1 and 2, but I still think the low line was there because of the grass.
I like the wheel hop berm, what we call the road exit. And people will hit that and he'll slide you up the racetrack. But if you hit it just right, that thing carries around. So it was a ton of fun to watch, man. A lot of good scenarios here for this racetrack. But phenomenal win. A great time to watch, and I know you guys we're out there trying to put on a good show. So congratulations on the victory here, Robbie. Your time. Give your shout outs, brother.
Yes, sir. So like I said, I made the move to Warrior Racing, so check out Warrior Wraps on Facebook. And of course we run Majula C or CFM sets, and I mean, they're the best there is. Bottom line. So definitely go check them out. And then, of course, you for putting it on. And like I said every week, I enjoy how professional this league is. How no one gets all bent out of shape or not yelling and cussing in the race or after the race in Discord. So nice, laid back, good racing. So yeah, can't wait till next week.
Going to be fun next week. Back to the sprint cars, and we're going to be at Knoxville. So that's a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah, like I said every week, I don't really know what the heck I'm doing in sprints, but I was running second last week before I killed myself, so maybe I can get halfway decent in Knoxville for next week.
Now ride the bull ring. Get around to that bottom. That's what it's going to be.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Good luck the rest of your races this week. I look forward to seeing you next.
Thanks.
That is Robbie Milburn, your feature winner. Let's talk to your P2 finisher. It's going to be, I got to move some stuff up. Sorry, folks. No, wrong. Here we go. We're going to talk to him. It'll be Jaden Sheehan coming home in P2 tonight. Phenomenal race, phenomenal opportunity. Trying to go from the back to the front. That was a ton of fun to watch you try to do that. You had to push a little harder to get through a little bit more traffic. Still saving a little bit. We're seeing that happen with a lot of the drivers with the experience of knowing what 50 laps around this racetrack does. What was your mindset? Congratulations on a P2, and what did you need there toward the end?
The mindset was, let's just try and maneuver traffic as best as we can. I didn't want to put myself in any of those positions where I knew I was going to get compromised if somebody would have hit the wall or something would have happened in front of me to where I would have to slam on the brakes. So I just kind of maneuvered what I could when I could. I wasn't trying to really push it until late there with Robbie and that late charge. And then it was probably about lap 30 to 32 is when I really started trying to push. And then it was just a battle from there on out in the front, which really good battle with Robbie and Nathaniel there.
Tell you what, man. I've seen you race 1,000 races. What made you come over to the old Chop Chop crew?
Shout out to Keegan and old Robbie, the teammates on Warrior for CFM. I seen them in the chat and they're like, "Yeah, are you guys running tonight?" And I was like, you know what? It's been a little while since I've actually ran a race, so we went ahead and threw some duct tape on the 5 there, and we brought the car out to the USA and gave her our shot. We ended up going quick time overall in practice, which was pretty cool, and then second quick, and kind of pretty stayed consistent in that second spot the rest of the night. Robbie's a hell of a driver. He's new to the team and haven't quite got the race against him yet, and he's definitely proven his worth.
One of the things that we were talking about in his driver interview was the ability to save tires when it comes to anything above 30 or 40 laps. One, big racetracks like this, anything over half mile, it just seems like these Hoosier tires get themselves all buckled up and bent out of shape, so much so that it just seems like you're trying to search for any way to be able to turn the car late in the run. If you were to give advice to any of the newer iRacers out there when it comes to running dirt, when they're running the late models, pro lates, super lates, what advice would you give somebody out there to who's just starting out when it comes to running longer races that they're just getting into?
I will say I never thought of myself as much of an advice giver because I still don't know what I'm doing fully. So the slick is still just as confusing as the day I started about 2 years ago. And they've gone through so many different tire models since then. We used to not have to worry about saving. Now we have to worry about saving or saving a little less. And now they've kind of found like a happy medium for these longer races. Just get out there. Don't be afraid of the slick. Don't be afraid of running with people that are bigger than you, quote unquote, in terms of iRacing, and just see what you can do. I mean, if you fail, you fail. You're going to fail a million times. That's what racing's about. That's why we all here to do it. give it our all and have fun. If we're here getting mad because we're not winning money or we're not at the front every single time, that's not what racing's about. I just came from the back of the field to a podium, and I'm pretty happy because it's my first race officially back in a somewhat official capacity.
That's where it matters, and there's a lot of talent in this field throughout the field. I think Stryker learned a valuable lesson there. He sure did. But you guys were, I mean, what a show. Dirt racing's one of my favorites to call because the leagues that put on these traditional oval leagues that say, you know what, we've got a dirt series. We want to build the dirt community. I think it's important that everybody get well-rounded in iRacing because what you learn in dirt can transpire to how you need to save a vehicle in the oval circuit. Vice versa, tire saving in the oval circuit can help you out in the dirt series. iRacing in general has become a conglomerate, always trying to improve. And you've been on the circuit for 2 years. I've been calling races on this platform for almost 5. The big proponent that I see and a testament to what you were saying, there's always something to improve on, and that's where advice for somebody who is up here running at the front of the track or going from the back to the front is I think is invaluable for drivers.
Yeah, the only sad part about the sim is it comes down to the drivers. The drivers really make the sim. You get a good group of guys, kind of like tonight, who can compete around each other. You can kind of get out there nightly and kind of learn each other's driving skills. Yeah, there's going to be mistakes. Yeah, there's going to be accidents. Yeah, tempers are going to flare, just kind of like if they were in a real track. But my motto has always been since day one, I'm going to treat this race car like I have to spend $80,000, $90,000 to replace it. And it's kind of stuck, tried and true for most part. And that's why I try to stay out of most incidents. It's just you've seen over the last 5 years broadcasting, the dirt side has just been toxic, few far between. And
I got stories for days.
Kind of seems like we're getting to that point of the people who are fed up with it are weeding out, and then the people who are just kind of sticking through, seeing what it's about. And it doesn't help that they didn't necessarily do a pro series this year. We'll be patiently waiting to see how that goes towards the end of the year.
They need to, and if you know, every once in a while they hop in and they ask the opinions of us quote unquote content creators, and one of the opinions that I say is that there should be a pro series for every major event that racing is held, and the dirt series has some of the best talent and closest racing. We watch these 5+K strength of field money races, putting on green to green runs for 100 laps. That right there, if they can do that, then there's no question in my mind that iRacing could support a big event and a big opportunity to help these drivers continue to improve. Pro Series licenses or not, it's about the drivers continuing to support the platform, especially when it comes to the dirt side of things. This dirt side needs a little attention.
It needs structure, in my opinion. They just need to be harsher with, if you're going to straight line somebody in one of the Pro Series races, you're not getting the championship. I don't care if you're any of the top dirt late model guys. I'm not even going to throw names out there. It doesn't matter if you straight line them, get into them on purpose. Anything intentional shouldn't be in the Pro Series. If you're going to have it professional, hold it to the professional standard. Don't let it, just because it's a quote unquote simulator, video game, or whatever you want to consider it, hold everybody to the professional level. That if you want to give them a pro title, they better be professional.
You got to have the mentality behind it. That's the reason why I think, and this is the reason why and I'm still waiting for somebody to change my mind. This is why I think leagues are better, because the leagues hold their drivers accountable, and if they're not a good driver, or if they're causing issues, they're gone. And I think they need they need to run. Maybe iRacing should pick the minds of some of the best leagues out there. Chop Chop being one of those leagues, and these especially, take the advice of the drivers. Take the advice of the people who go day to day, week to week. help improve the overall image of what it means to. They can improve the simulator all day long, folks, and it's a great simulator. I'm the first to go to bat for iRacing over every other simulator out there. But I will tell you that when it comes to leagues have the rules package, they have the mindset, and they're always willing to adapt to make sure that they have the best fair racing that they can. So that's why leagues just do it better. And Jaden, you got a P2 finish tonight, man. We could talk for hours, brother. Give you shout outs. You got a P2.
Shout out to Keegan for bringing this to my attention. Shout out to Shop for letting me come in. It's week 5, so I truly appreciate that. Of course, the thing that keeps us running, the Majula C Speed Shop, they're the ones who kind of came out on top tonight. We definitely tweaked on these cars a little bit, but at the end of the day, we couldn't do anything that they hadn't already done. Shout out to Warrior Racing. They've been tried and true ever since I've been on the team. Nick, I truly appreciate it. Warrior Wraps, again, big sponsor of the car and makes this thing eat around the track. Shout out to Sweet Victory. If you need some sweet apparel, go ahead and check out sweetvictoryapparel.com/Jaden Sheehan Gaming. Get you some merch.
And that'll be it. Jaden, we'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you next week. I don't know if you're going to run the sprints, but Knoxville's next week. Then we have the Crown Jewel race following week at Lucas Oil. We're going to run 100 laps at the Crown Jewel race. It's going to be fun.
I'll be back for every week this series is. I've paid the entry fee. I'll be here.
That's right. If you pay money for a league, you better show up. That's for darn sure. Jaden, much love, man. We'll see you next week.
See ya. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, brother. That is Jaden Sheehan. I've literally called 1,000 races he's been in. And last but not least, we're going to talk to the man of the hour, able to work the middle part of the field and keep himself right there up front. Top 3 night for Nathaniel Wimhoff. Nate, dude, what a race. That was great.
It was a really fun race. I was kind of surprised. I was able to keep it up there. I realized that talking to the other guys, I definitely did not save as good as I should have, and kind of used up tires too much, and just kind of got up to the front and just kind of ran the bottom. Should have gotten a little slower to save tires there at the end, which right there with those guys up front, but they had a lot more grip and kind of got away with it.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to knock it because I know Stryker was pushing there. He was like, you know what, I'm going to go to the front, and we talk about having the long haul on these cars, and I talked to Jaden about it, and I've talked to Robbie about it. I can talk to every driver that's ran a race that's longer than 30 or 40 laps. The tire model for the dirt series has uniquely changed. The dirt traction is uniquely changed. Every track has its own characteristics, but until you're out there running, and you realize where the fall off starts happening, and you realize where other drivers are running, it's almost a guessing game for the first 20 or 30 laps. But you and Stryker were putting on a good show there.
Oh yeah, I hate to brag, but I just felt like I was a lot faster than him. But I was I didn't really get full throttled there towards the middle part of the race there. I was just kind of half throttled it on the backstretch, trying not to waste too much tires, just trying to run the bottom, trying to keep going. Hopefully no cautions, but that didn't help. All the cautions really sucked. But yeah, I was just running up front with him, and I wanted to get up to the lead and try to take those laps, but decided not to. Tried to save a little better, ran the bottom. Just cautions just kind of screwed me over.
Yeah, they happen. They're gonna happen. Cautions are part of racing, and we take them when we can get them. When we sometimes want them when we don't get them. So there's a lot to take away from it. But this is the first open setup version of this series that Chop Shop has run, and I think one of the best things about finding your groove and finding the repetition each and every week is adding new scenarios and new players into the book. Seeing everybody run 50 laps at this circuit, even with a handful of cautions in there. That last green flag stint showed up as one of the best, probably one of the best so far in the series.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun running up front with Stryker. The only problem I hate about long races is that I like to run hard and race hard, have a lot of fun. I just don't like kind of like just conservative and just just easing our way through the track, and then towards the end when we're trying to run hard, and next thing you know I can't run hard because we don't got traction, track slicked off, and but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Um,
It'll be a lot
yeah,
easier next week. 40 laps,
yeah,
and then well, you're in a longer race the next one, so that'll be a ton of fun. But it'll be a Lucas Oil. It's a crown jewel race. I fully endorse longer races for crown jewel races because they just. I mean, you're putting money on the line. You're giving extra points. You're double bonus points for a crown jewel race is insane. So we do love to see that those kinds of races happening and doing that. And then so I mean this is a great series. It's been a great adage to the Chop Shop and what they've been able to do from the oval circuit, road circuit now, carrying the dirt series, continuing to improve the dirt series, and you guys have been a good addition to what that has been showing up this week. 5 weeks in, you're sitting in the top bracket of points. Again, goals. What's the goals going forward? I mean, we've got points to give out. We've got still a lot of racing left. What's the mindset? Do you just not lift? Do you just what do you got to do through the next handful of weeks to try to keep yourself separated from middle portion of this field?
just gotta say, I just gotta stay consistent and do what I do best, and just hopefully hope that I can stay consistent. And yeah, I keep repeating myself.
Oh, you're good. I understand. I repeat myself a lot. Let's see, where are you at? You were fifth in points coming into this race. Night's a good night. Yeah, because you missed. Yeah, but that was it. But you were leading in points coming out of that. So now you got some work to do. That's basically what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Just try to work it out. I've been getting some help. I've talked to some of the other guys that have been running, and I've kind of just now been starting getting into open setups and doing all this, trying to find what are the fast ones. And I found the CFM, which they have very expensive setups, but they are fast. And just gotta continue to learn, race, try to even race with these more professional guys and see what I can do better, work on it, and just continue improving and getting faster.
I tell people all the time, one of the biggest things that you can do, not just running with leagues, but I know sometimes it's expensive to do, but put yourself in some of these big money races with an open setup and get out there and run those races, because those races are going to really show you some of the best drivers out there.
Yeah, because because Keegan Brown, he had a money race like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I called it. Yep.
And it was I don't know if you watched it, but I think I started fourth in Heat 2 or something. And running with those guys, I felt really confident for how fast I felt, and tried running it. But what do? I mess up first corner, and my race right away.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But I'll root for you next time. That's for darn sure. But you know what? That's a big thing is learning from the mistakes and continuing to push yourself into the next into that next set, that next race, that next adage that is what is racing. So, but Nate, much love, man. You get a P3 finish tonight, and good night points. I know that you're going to be trying to push yourself a little bit more. Give your shout outs, and man, we're going to have some fun next week.
Gotta go with CFM Motorsports for the setup, and Cody Williams Design for the wrap.
Brother, be good, man.
You too.
That is Nate. He comes home in P3. What a good night that was. A great race from all the drivers. Stryker had a great race. Stayed on the lead lap up there competing. Had a huge run there, and I think without that caution, he might have been able to back off and save a little bit. Maybe had a better finish, but it's a lot of laps to run Robbie Milburn is your feature winner tonight, and we appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you to everybody sticking around, listening to the driver interviews. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the drivers as well. These drivers do put the time, energy, and effort into being out here for you. These leagues, do so as well. This was a good race. My throat's a little sore from it. Which is a good thing to have. Tomorrow night, Daytona, back in action for the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series presented by Speedy Trophies. Thank you again to Adrenal Signs and Wraps, who's your tire. Premier Racing Setups, PRSSetups.com. Make sure you go check them out. They have a good oval circuit going on right now as well. We appreciate all that they do. And big special thank you, of course, to Connor Hazel, the Chop Shop Racing crew, Stay Tuned Sports podcast, and, of course, and always, Klosterman Engraving. You see him on the logo right there. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to our affiliates. Thank you to Budgie. Thank you to Penguin for being the race controller tonight. And, of course, and always, thank you to our community for being the best community out there. If you want to be a part of our community, ! Discord, make sure that you jump into our Discord. Join in on that race that I was talking about before. I want to see you all out there. Help support Jess and the missus. The reason why we are here is because she still lets us do it. So, great race. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Much love, Budgie.